Yeah, guys, Frankomatic here, and to make up for my joke video, I thought I'd give you another one this week. Gonna look at a C64 game that was suggested to me by of Unplays a Thing. It is called Pastfinder. A bit of token research that I did for a change implies that this was on a couple of things, notably the Atari 8-bits. It is by Activision, and we play someone who is searching a very highly irradiated planet for artifacts of the past and trying to deliver them to bases in our walking tank. So we have this map. Yellow areas are moderate radiation, red areas are highly irradiated, and if you find them, green areas are less radiated. We have these items. Heavy metal lowers how much radiation you absorb, and our meter there at the bottom. If that fills up, you die. Beam shield protects us from shots. Scrambler makes it so that enemy ships don't home directly in on you. And this is your emergency help I'm extremely radiated button, and empties your meter. We can move left and right. We scroll automatically. We can jump, which also speeds us up. Our radiation's increasing. Shooting those crystals lowers your radiation. And if we pull back, we can slow down. You can jump over the walls, it's a little tricky, but you can do it. I actually really like the animation of the tank. Most of those floating things you can shoot. For varying amounts of points. Artifacts look like either boxes or small gems. I am not particularly good at this game. I've only played it a couple of times to make sure it worked. It is quite fun to play, though. It controls very well. It is pretty easy to understand what you're doing. That right there is a power-up of some sort. I'm not sure which one. You generally want to keep moving quickly if you can in this, because your radiation fills up very quickly. Oh yeah, here you can decide what direction you're going by changing this thing. You generally want to avoid the red areas if you can. Oh, that was a scrambler. Not liking my radiation situation, so let's use this. Maybe I should have slowed down there to actually hit those. There's a beam shield. And there's a death. If you have any artifacts, you lose half of them when you die. Artifact amount is that ARTF number. And that enemy ship would not have been able to home in on us if we were using a scrambler. Hitting the floating things can be a bit of a trick sometimes. Alright, let's go this way. Surprised I haven't found a single thing of a single artifact yet. That's real unlucky. You also need to find bases when you find artifacts. Ah. There's an artifact. Because naturally you need to deliver the artifact somewhere. We have not found any of those spots on the map yet. Which ain't great. Let's use that. Let's use a scrambler for fun too. Why not? I do appreciate that there are different, what do I want to call these? terrain types. It can be a little tricky to hit those gems from the way they move around. And yeah, as you can see, it didn't home in on me. I would have liked that scrambler, but map is not. Ooh. Almost got shot. Ooh. Jumping there with a risk. Alright, good. Hit it. Let's go. Now, where are all the bases this time? The map is, I think, randomized? At least this is different than the last time I played it. Duh. The teleporting walls are a bit of a worry. And now we have no artifacts. That box! No! The box is over 5 artifacts, but that one is gone forever now. This game is a little on the hard side, but I think that's just because I haven't practiced at it at all. I don't feel like it's unfair or anything. I'm just getting profoundly unlucky. Not exactly sure what that does or why it happens, but now we're going to have to go through this heavy radiated area, which sucks. So we're going to want to move through here as quick as possible. Well, got an artifact for our trouble, at least. That circle on the map, I believe, is a base for us to drop off these artifacts. And we are definitely going to use that deradiator. And there went our artifact again. I need to play less terribly. I'll probably give this another shot once I game over. See if we can get a little luckier. Alright, going through areas I've already gone through appears to generate mostly an empty zone. That's good to know. Hey, I got a 1-up. Let's go to a new zone. Spawn points of those ships has just been being real rude. Let's see if we can find one artifact to maybe take to base. You have a bit of momentum to your movement. But just nothing here. No, we basically have to use the radiator now, or deradiator. Alright. Oh good, artifacts. Come on. Frustrating. Oh my god, stop. Ah. Well, I think we managed to turn in one before we died. Anyways, I'm gonna give that one more try. New game. I think it's making a liar. I mean, the map appears to be exactly the same. But whatever. It's okay to be wrong. Especially when you're me and are wrong frequently. Yeah, I actually like this quite a bit. It's very fun. And I would recommend trying it out, if you get the chance. And we'll apparently never not get completely screwed by the spawning of those things, though. You do have to jump to hit the things that are in the sky, logically. Your shots will just go right under them. You know what, let's do something stupid. Let's go straight up. Another dead zone. Unlucky. So you can get promotions, as you see on the status screen there, if you know, suck less. Alright, delivered one artifact. Come on. The heck was that? Assuming we make it to a status screen, we should see one delivered. Wow, how did that miss? Yeah, one delivered and we have one in hand. Let's get a scrambler and a heavy metal on. Okay. It got me. Also, you can't shoot the artifact, which is nice. Oh, those arrows show that there is a one-up up from me and to the right. So let's see if we can maybe find our way to one. I have my doubts. But just for a laugh. You are fairly highly... can't jump over the highest wall. So yeah, we're not going to find that one up. You're also very dependent on those white crystals actually spawning in order to really have a chance at survival. And as you can see, that's sometimes it's not very good about that. Whoops. Should have just gone over the hole, idiot. Well, I may be no good at it, but Pastfinder is a pretty good game. and I would recommend trying it out. Anyways, later guys.